Narrated Abdullah bin Umar. The Prophet, peace be upon him, prayed one of the Isha prayer in his last days, and after finishing it with taslim, he stood up and said, "Do you realize the importance of this night? Nobody present on the surface of the earth tonight would be living after the completion of 100 years from this night." The people made a mistake in grasping the meaning of this statement of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and they indulged in those things which are said about these narrators, i.e., some said that the day of resurrection will be established after 100 years, etc. But the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Nobody present on the surface of earth tonight would be living after the completion of 100 years from this night." He meant, when that century, people of that century would pass away. Narrated Abu Uthman. Abdur Rahman bin Abi Bakr said, "The Sufa companions were poor people, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, 'Whoever has food for 2 persons should take a third one from them.' Sufa companions. And whosoever has food for 4 persons, he should take 1 or 2 from them. Abu Bakr took 3 men, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, took 10 of them." Abdur Rahman added, "My father, my mother, and I were there, in the house." The sub-narrator is in doubt whether Abdur Rahman also said, "my wife and our servant," who was common for both my house and Abu Bakr's house. Abu Bakr took his supper with the Prophet, peace be upon him, and remained there till the Isha prayer was offered. Abu Bakr went back and stayed with the Prophet, peace be upon him, till the Prophet, peace be upon him, took his meal, and then Abu Bakr returned to his house after a long portion of the night had passed. Abu Bakr's wife said, "What detained you from your guests, or guest?" He said, "Have you not served them yet?" She said, "They refused to eat until you come. The food was served for them, but they refused." Abdur Rahman added, "I went away and hid myself, being afraid of Abu Bakr, and in the meantime he, Abu Bakr, called me, 'O Gunther,' a harsh word, and also called me bad names and abused me, and then said to his family, 'Eat. No welcome for you.' Then the supper was served. Abu Bakr took an oath that he would not eat that food." The narrator added, "By Allah, whenever any one of us, myself and the guests of Sufa companions, took anything from the food, it increased from underneath. We all ate to our fill, and the food was more than it was before its serving. Abu Bakr looked at it, the food, and found it as it was before serving, or even more than that. He addressed his wife, saying, 'O the sister of Bani Firas, what is this?' She said, 'O the pleasure of my eyes, the food is now 3 times more than it was before.' Abu Bakr ate from it, and said that oath was from Satan, meaning his oath not to eat. Then he again took a mouthful, from it, and then took the rest of it to the Prophet. So that meal was with the Prophet. There was a treaty between us and some people, and when the period of that treaty had elapsed, the Prophet, peace be upon him, divided us into 12 groups, the Prophet's companions, each being headed by a man. Allah knows how many men were under the command of each leader. So all of them, 12 groups of men, ate of that meal.